Hey everybody, Lee Livesey here, Bassmaster Elite Series angler, and we're talking pressure. Pressure on our lakes, pressure on the fish, tournaments, electronics. That's what everybody talks about nowadays. You know, these fish are getting pressured, they're getting spooky, they're getting finicky. Guess what? 6th Sense Fishing has came out with a line of crankbaits called the Pressure Series. We designed these baits to fish in those high pressure situations, whether it's a front coming in making those fish act weird, pressure from other anglers, just anything where those fish are kind of acting weird. We've made a whole line of crankbaits that dive from 4 foot all the way up to 16 plus that are all pressure crankbaits. They're flat sided, you see right there. That's the PD16, and this is our biggest one right now. Same great paint schemes from 6th Sense, same great sticky hardware and hooks, but in that flat sided version right there. We've got a 13, a 10, a 7, all the way down to a 4. You know, I really love this 4. It's got a little bit more of a square bill, shallow diving, those flat sides from this 4 all the way up to those 16s. You can hit any depth you want. You know, you can go right behind people fishing, throwing big, wide, wobbling crankbaits, and you'll get bit. I've been getting bit on these for about a year now behind people. And like I said, it's not just fishing behind people. You might have a big post-frontal day where those fish don't want a big, loud, just wide, wobbling crankbait, you know, whether you're shallow or deep. And they want that flat side. That flat side just makes it real subtle, still has great paint schemes, still a good knock rattle in there. It's just not as intrusive, it doesn't scare those fish. And a lot of times, especially with the bigger, you know, like the 13 or the 16 like this, and you can get those fish fired up and catch every one of them. You know, with a bigger, louder crankbait, a lot of times you'll catch 1 or 2 and bust them up. You know, with this Pressure Series, I've seen just with that amazing flat-sided design, you'll get those fish biting and you might sit there and catch 10, 15, 20 of them. You know, just that more subtle action, that great tight wobble is something those fish, especially at a little bit deeper, 16 plus, they just don't see that. You know, especially on that deeper end, they just feel those wide wobbling baits a lot more than they do something like this pressure crank. I'm excited about it. You know, like I said, we've got every depth from 4 to 16 plus. You know, you can pick your poison, use heavier line to get them shallower, lighter line to get them deeper. Awesome paint schemes, awesome hardware from 6th Sense like always. It's the Pressure Series of crankbaits from 6th Sense Fishing. Check them out, get them in your box. I promise you, you'll catch more fish with them.